Welcome to the course for embedded development using AVR microcontrollers and C language. I have made certain assumptions while designing this course. I have assumed that you know C language and have understanding of electronics. I have assumed that you have completed the Embedded C Refresh course provided as a part of the product you have purchased from Deccan Robots. Let's begin our journey for AVR development. To work with AVR, you should have software installed on your PC and should have connected the target board to your PC using a serial cable. An adequate power supply of 9 volts DC should be used to power up the target board. The list of the software is mentioned on the next screen. You should install IDE on your PC. Integrated Development Environment is a software which allows you to write source code and compile it inside the same window. We will be using Whenever as our source code writing tool. Whenever is a suite of executable, open-source software development tools for the Atmel AVR series of RISC microprocessors hosted on the Windows platform. You have to also install the ISP programming software you have received with this product. Refer the user manual for details of the ISP software installations. This chapter of the course will focus on the usage of Whenever. Programmer's Notepad is a source code writing tool provided as a part of Whenever. To start Programmer's Notepad, click Start, All Programs, Whenever, Programmer's Notepad menu from your PC. You can start Programmer's Notepad from a desktop shortcut too. Move on to the next screen to learn to create your first AVR development application. Whenever requires minimum 2 files to create a project. The first file can be named as mymain.c or any other suitable name with file extension of .c. The second file is called as a makefile. MyMain.c file hold the main function, which is a starting point for any C program. Makefile holds the information about the project like name of microcontroller used, CPU speed, name of file in which the main function is defined, list of dependency files, etc. Before you create any of these files, it is necessary to create a project and save it to a folder. Thus you can create a folder at any location on your hard drive. I have created a folder named My AVR Project under G drive of my hard disk. Now follow these instructions. Click File New Project menu from Programmer's Notepad. As you click the menu as described on the previous screen, a new project window will appear. Enter the project name as first project and folder as the path of your folder. Click OK as you finish. As you click OK to the new project creation window, Programmer's Notepad will create a project environment for you. This indicates name of project and will hold a list of files as and when we include them in the project. This is a blank and unsaved new file. You can use it to write your first .c file. Move to next screen to understand the process of .c file creation. Click on File Save As to save your first .c file. Next screen will tell you about saving this file. The Save As window appears now. Fill in the file name as mymain.c. You should remember the case used here. I have used capital case for both M characters in the file name. I am stressing on the case point as we have to specify this file name to make file. You will understand it shortly. Also ensure that you add the extension as .c. This file has to be saved under the folder which you have created just now. I am saving this file to my AVR project folder on G drive. Move to the next screen to add this .c file into our project. To add the newly created mymain.c file to your project, right-click on the project name and select Add Files. Select mymain.c file to add to your project. Click Open button to complete the process of file addition. As you finish, you can see that the file mymain.c has been added under project. Now it's time to write a simple code. I do not expect you to understand the meaning of the code, but want you to understand the process of project creation. A simple source code is written from mymain.c file. Save this file. Let's move on to the next screen to understand the makefile creation process. To create makefile, click File New Make menu. This will create a new tab as pointed on your screen. You can save it now using File Save As menu. Use file name as makefile. You cannot use any other name to this file. Also remember that this file has no extension. Save it to the same folder in which you have saved mymain.c file. Later add this makefile to your project. Process to add makefile is same as we used to add my main.c file. Now your project have two files. Makefile is used to specify the project settings. It's time to write our makefile. As a beginner, it is difficult to write a makefile on your own. It contains many symbols and syntax which are time-consuming if we decide to learn them now. To simplify our job, open sample makefile from the CD and copy its contents to your makefile. Ensure that your makefile has values as shown on your screen. Read first few lines and you will find these values. Modify them as per your requirements. For example, the name of microcontroller could be Mega 8 or Mega 32. Save your makefile. It's time to compile your first application. Click Tools Make All menu from Programmer's Notepad. Your application will be compiled. If your code is error-free, the compiler will generate .hex file. Refer your folder and see the hex file generated. This file has compiled machine-level code for your microcontroller. You can open this hex file using a Windows Notepad or by using Programmer's Notepad. Download this hex file to your target microcontroller using ISP programming software. Read the user manual of your board to program your target. As programming ends, the target microcontroller will resume in the run mode and will show the output.